So what is AS9 all about? It talks about revenue recognition. Okay, how to recognize revenue, which revenue should be considered. Okay, it means that. Okay. So the purpose behind studying this AS9 is, okay, write it along with me. Okay, yeah, write it along. First, business enterprises carry on activities on a continuous basis, and do underline this word which I have highlighted in yellow, continuous basis. Such activities do not stop and restart at a given point of time, and the users of financial information require periodic reporting and at a specified point of time. Financial transactions and events relate to more than one accounting period. Okay. Now, what does this four things means? Okay. Yeah. Please highlight this also, that financial transactions relate for more than one accounting period. इसका मतलब क्या है? Okay. So pay attention. If you remember the going concern concept, okay, which you will have done in 11th and 12th standard. So what does the going concern concept says? It says that if there is a business entity or there is a business enterprise, it will keep going. Matlab, there will be no stoppage. Business will keep growing. If I am doing a business, my children will do it, my grandchildren will do it, great grandchildren will do it. With that perspective, I'm going to do business. Okay? That means there is no scope for insolvency. I mean, I'm not assuming someday I'll become insolvent or bankrupt, because if I become insolvent or bankrupt, then the concept of going concern will get invalid. Okay, yeah, so keep this thing in mind. Business activity is a continuous activity, but it is throughout the year. Next, thing is that you must have done accounting concepts, periodic concept in 11th and 12th. So what is this periodic concept? I just give you an example. Say for a business like going concern, 100 years का business है. आप ads में भी देखते होंगे more than 100 years, more than 150 years. ऐसे they highlight in the ad. Okay, so that's their going concern concept. The business is running since 150 years. Okay, but as per the periodic concept, in accounting policies, yeah, as per the accounting policies of periodic concept, what happens is 100 years का business तो मुझे नहीं देखना है, मैंने देखा भी नहीं होगा मेरे ancestors ने क्या किया है, I must have not seen, but what will be seen? Their balance sheet statements, that is called as the financial statements. They will speak about the business. Okay, I don't have to go backdated and see what happened, what my ancestors have done in their business era. I will just see the balance sheet, and balance sheet will speak of 100 years how? First year, second year, third year, fourth year, likewise 100 years. मतलब ऐसी 100 balance sheets होनी चाहिए. Okay, so every balance sheet is of is following the periodic concept, matlab for that accounting year. Okay, is this clear what I said? समझ में आया? Okay, yeah. So in a nutshell, it means that. Okay, so these four technical points I have explained. Continuous, it requires periodic reporting at a specified point of time. Okay, periodic means year wise. Yeah. Financial transactions and events are for more than 1 year, but the recording of financial transactions into books of accounts is only of 12 months. ओके मैं बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स 2 या 3 साल का नहीं बनाती हूँ. आई हैव टू मेक बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स फॉर 1 year ओनली एज पर द पीरियोडिक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ अकाउंटिंग पॉलिसीज and principles. Okay, right? So at what point of time revenue should be recognized? Because financial accounting is for more than 1 year, but users of information, मतलब जब मैं मेरा बैलेंस शीट पब्लिश करती हूँ पब्लिक के लिए, when I publish it in my business magazines or business journals or in newspapers, it is for only one accounting year. It is not for more than one accounting year. समझ में आ रहा है? Financial accounting is for more than one period, is for more than 1 year because of the going concern concept. But the users of information, that is the people who are benefited by looking into my financial statements, that is my balance sheet, my P&L account, are my creditors, are my bankers who will be giving me loan, are my financial institutions, are the shareholders of my company who will be purchasing the shares. So these are the end users. इनके लिए मैं करती हूँ ये सब. Okay? तो वो information 1 साल का चाहिए होगा. Okay, that is the reason revenue recognition concept came into picture. AS9 came into existence because of this reason. Okay, all the four stated above. Okay, so what are the objectives of AS9? Okay, so the first objective of AS9 is, AS9 explains AS9 explains when the revenue should be recognized in P&L account and also state, that is give explanation, state the circumstances in which revenue recognition can be postponed. I'll explain this. It lays down the criteria for, criteria is a rule for recognition of revenue most suited to prepare financial statements. What are financial statements? P&L account and balance sheet. Financial statements of company engaged in varied, that is varied activities. Okay, right? और इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? Revenue recognized in P&L account, and it also states the circumstances in which revenue recognition can be postponed. Next, it lays down the criteria for recognition of revenue most suited to prepare financial statements of a company for various activities. Okay? Yeah. So I'll give you an example. Okay, say I'm a manufacturer of milk. Okay, milk manufacturer. कौन सा मिल्क? अमूल मिल्क है अपने पास, महानंदा मिल्क है. ओके, सो या ये सब मिल्क के ब्रांड्स हैं. ओके, तो मिल्क में क्या होता है? मिल्क इज अ पेरिशेबल आइटम. ओके, so say I am Amul India. I'm giving milk. I have retailer 1, retailer 2, retailer 3. Okay, so milk is a perishable item, so उसका living life shell of the milk is 2 to 3 days. Okay, obviously आप 2 दिन बासी दूध तो नहीं खरीदोगे ना, या you will take a fresh milk. Yeah. So what happens is retailer 1, retailer 2, retailer 3, अगर 2-3 days के अंदर, that is the shelf life of the milk, इसके अंदर between this time, if the milk is not sold, I repeat, if the milk is not sold, then it can be returned back to Amul India. They will take it back with a return policy. So they operate like this. Okay, they operate with a return policy. In case of which goods? In case of पेरिशेबल गुड्स, और उसमें भी देयर इज अ क्राइटेरिया, वेरी वेरी पेरिशेबल गुड्स, मतलब जिसका लाइफ स्पैन बहुत ही शॉर्ट होता है. फ्लावर्स हो गए, फ्लावर्स भी 1 दिन से दो दिन से ज़्यादा नहीं टिकता है. ओके, ये हो गया पेरिशेबल. ये मिल्क हो गया, 2 दिन से ज़्यादा नहीं टिकता है. ओके, लाइक दिस. Okay, so I am talking about this varied activities. Okay, so the same Amul India may be manufacturing cheese also. Amul India may be manufacturing cheese also. Now, cheese ka shelf life, cheese is also perishable. तो उसका shelf life is 6 months. Okay, अब retailer 1, 2, 3. Okay, अगर ये नहीं बिका, there is no return policy. शेल्फ लाइफ इज 6 मंथ्स ना यार. 6 महीना तुमने गुड्स अपने पास रखा, तुम बेच नहीं पाए, तुम मेरे को 6 महीने के बाद वापस करोगे? नो. तो it also has a shelf life, but its shelf life is more than that of milk. Okay, so there is no return policy. So what is happening here? It is AS9 is laying down criterias for you, laying down criterias for revenue recognition most suited to prepare financial statements for companies which are engaged in various activities. Now, Amul India engaged in the activity of milk, engaged in the activity of manufacturing cheese, engaged in the activity of manufacturing ice creams, right? Yeah. Engaged in the activity of manufacturing lassi. Are you understanding? Yeah. Butter. Yeah. So, multiple, engaged in multiple various activities. Okay. So, revenue recognition should be how, in this case, revenue should be recognized. So, the objective behind AS9 is mainly to target, okay, to give a rule, to give rules and regulations to manufacturers who don't deal into one line of business, but they have various activities associated with their business. Amul India is the best example. Are you understanding this? Is it clear? Okay, fine. Next, AS9 does not apply so it does not apply to kaha AS9 is not applicable. ऐसे तो it is applicable to all manufacturing units, but exceptions. Okay, with exceptions first. कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स मतलब कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनीज जो लोग बिल्डिंग्स बनाते हैं, ये बनाते हैं, वो फ्लाईओवर्स बनाते हैं, ब्रिज बनाते हैं, ऑल दिस, ओके, कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स. व्हाई? बिकॉज इसके लिए वी हैव AS7. AS7 deals with this. Okay. So AS9 revenue recognition is not applicable to construction companies. Okay, people who are builders, contractors. Next. Second, hire purchase agreements. EMI पे लेते हैं ना चीजें वो, because उसके लिए we have AS19. Third, government grants and subsidies. क्यों? क्योंकि इसके लिए अलग से अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स है, अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 12. ओके, एंड लास्ट, फोर्थ, इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स. व्हाई? बिकॉज इसका अपना सेपरेट एक्ट है, सेपरेट स्टैट्यूट है, इंश्योरेंस एक्ट है ना, ये कोई एएस में नहीं आता, बस इसका अपना अलग एक एक्ट है. जैसे कंपनीज एक्ट 1956 है, which was revised in 2013, न्यू कंपनीज एक्ट 2013, ऐसा. Okay, so this way insurance companies have their own act, not applicable. So money arising out of insurance contracts will not come in AS9. Money arising out of government grants and subsidies, गवर्नमेंट देती है ना लोगों को गांव में फैक्ट्री खोलने के लिए सब्सिडीज देती है कि भाई तुम इधर फैक्ट्री खोलो, हम आपको ग्रांट्स देंगे. ग्रांट्स देंगे मतलब पैसा देंगे फैक्ट्री खोलने के लिए, सस्ते में लैंड देंगे, सस्ते में रॉ मटेरियल देंगे, ऐसा. ओके, तो money arising, okay, revenue arising out of government contracts and subsidies is not in AS9, it's not applicable. जबकि ये भी revenue है, okay, but it is not applicable because there is a separate accounting standard for it, AS12. Then hire purchase agreement के through जो कमाई होती है, revenue recognize होता है, that is people who sell goods on EMI basis. Okay, you find many electronic shops with this hire purchase agreements. Okay, yeah. Many cars are also sold on this basis. Okay, yeah. So money arising or revenue arising out of hire purchase agreements is not applicable in AS9. It is excluded from AS9 because there is a separate accounting standard, AS19, to study for it. Then construction contracts, okay, people engaged in making buildings, flyovers, bridges, and okay, the construction company, they are under the purview of AS7. So all these AS7, 19, and 12 is excluded from revenue recognition, and even the Insurance Act is excluded from revenue recognition. Okay, clear till here? Okay, so now come to the definition of AS9. AS9 के हिसाब से रेवेन्यू का क्या डेफिनेशन है? हम घड़ी घड़ी वही पढ़ रहे हैं, रेवेन्यू रिकग्निशन. तो रेवेन्यू का डेफिनेशन क्या है? Okay, so as per AS9, revenue means gross inflow of cash, receivables, or other consideration consideration arising in ordinary course of business activities of a company like this. So underline this. रेवेन्यू का मीनिंग क्या है? So it means, yeah, gross inflow of cash receivables. Okay, and this cash should be coming out of ordinary course of business activity, that is buying and selling of goods. I repeat, ordinary course of business activity का मतलब होता है trading of business, that is buying and selling of goods. Buying, trading of goods मतलब buying and selling of goods and services. ठीक है? Fine. So in ordinary course of business activities of a company, yeah, so please highlight this. First, sale of goods. Second, rendering of services. That is why I wrote that word. Rendering of services. And third, use of the company resources by others yielding interest slash royalty slash dividends. Okay, just write this down. So ordinary course of business समझा? Yeah, to be more specific, in general मतलब in simple terms ordinary course of business क्या होता है? In general terms, what is ordinary course of business? Trading. Okay, it means trading. Trading matlab trading what? Trading into goods and services. Buying and selling of goods and services. That's trading for me as a businessman. Then okay, so trading का meaning ये होगा. So what does it include? Sale of goods. So first we should know about what is sale of goods. Then rendering of services. then use of company's resources by others, yielding interest, royalties, and dividends. Okay, this part is very, 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 very important. Before understanding this, you should understand what revenue does not include. तो हम क्या करेंगे, रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग करेंगे. डेफिनेशन क्या बोलता है, व्हाट रेवेन्यू इंक्लूड्स. रेवेन्यू में क्या क्या आता है, सेल ऑफ गुड्स से अगर आपको रेवेन्यू हुआ है तो वो आएगा. रेंडरिंग ऑफ सर्विसेज से जो रेवेन्यू जनरेट हुआ है दैट विल बी कंसिडर्ड. एंड by use of companies resources, by use of companies resources, if you're able to earn interest, royalty, or dividend, then that revenue is considered. So only these three types of revenues are considered under revenue recognition. And there, I am telling you कि we will go opposite. हम देखेंगे कौन सा consider नहीं होता है. तो जो कंसिडर नहीं होता है उसको एक्सेप्शनल केसेस है, वो रेवेन्यू रिकग्निशन में नहीं आएगा. जो बच गया वो रेवेन्यू रिकग्निशन में आएगा. ओके, उल्टा जाएंगे, रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग. ओके, सो लेट मी स्टार्ट विद revenue does not include what revenue does not include. First, unrealized unrealized gains from. What do you mean by unrealized gains? Anyone? What is this unrealized gains? Realized means sale of goods. Unrealized means not sold. Okay? Yeah. ये सब याद रखो, छोटी छोटी चीजें. Unrealized gains means not yet sold. So any money arising out of goods not yet sold will not come in AS9. Okay? Yeah. So unrealized gains from, right now, from, first one, from holding of current assets or non-current assets. Liabilities. Then second, natural increase in herds, animals, and agriculture or forest products. ये सब AS9 के परव्यू में नहीं आते हैं. एनी सेल अराइजिंग आउट ऑफ एनिमल्स, एग्रीकल्चर और फॉरेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स और restatement of restatement of carrying amount of an obligation. What is the meaning of this? Statement. Obligation means liability. And restatement means to revalue, yeah, to write off. So it means restatement of carrying amount of an obligation. The obligation means liability. That means to write off a liability. Okay. See, read it like this. That means to write off a liability. इसका क्या meaning होता है? Say in the beginning of the year, I had creditors of 60,000. At the end of the year, at the end of the year, I paid my creditors 55,000. 5,000 कम भरा ना, liability decrease हो गया, liability has reduced. So this liability which has reduced, don't you think it's a profit to me? Yeah. Don't you think this 5,000 is a profit to me? 60,000 was my liability to pay the creditors. I paid at the year end only 55,000 to them. 5,000 I have saved. तो मेरा liability decrease हुआ है. तो इसकी वजह से क्या हुआ है? मेरा profit increase हुआ है. मतलब मेरा revenue बढ़ा है. So ऐसा कोई revenue आपका बढ़ता है, तो this will not come under AS9. I repeat, if you're writing off your liability, that is you're paying less to your creditors or for your liability, and you are saving money out of this, which is affecting your P&L account. Obviously it is affecting my P&L account ना, मेरा profit बढ़ रहा है उसकी वजह से, है ना, राइट? तो ऐसा कोई रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्नाइज हुआ है तो वो AS9 से एक्सक्लूड हो जाएगा. AS9 will not consider such restatement, okay, of carrying amount of any obligation. Am I clear about this? Is this clear? Yeah. Fine. So my liability is decreasing, which is affecting my profit. Okay. Yeah. My profit is increasing. ओके या सो ये जो तुम बोलोगे फिर मैम ये वाला रेवेन्यू रिकग्निशन कहाँ जाएगा, तो इसके लिए वी हैव AS29 provisions. Okay, provisions, where provisions is created and then write off all this. So for such items for restatement of liability, okay, there is AS29. तो ये AS29 में जाएगा, बिकॉज ये ट्रांजैक्शन तो हुआ है. AS9 नहीं लेगा तो कोई दूसरा AS है ना, ICI ने इतना सारा AS बनाया है. हाँ, तो अगर AS9 में नहीं थी, एक चीज याद रखो, जो AS एक्सेप्शनल्स होते हैं, जो AS बोलते हैं कि एक्सक्लूडिंग दिस, तो एक्सक्लूडिंग दिस इट इज ओनली फॉर दैट अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड. किसी दूसरे अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड में हो जाएगा. ओके, जैसे अभी ऊपर मैंने आपको बताया, ये सब क्या बताया, AS9 डज नॉट अप्लाई टू कंस्ट्रक्शन, हायर परचेज, गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट्स, इंश्योरेंस एक्ट. वाई? बिकॉज उनका अलग से अपना AS है, तो वो उधर कंसिडर होगा, डबल डबल नहीं होगा, यहाँ भी वहाँ भी. नो, एक ही जगह कंसिडरेशन होगा. ओके, am I clear till here everyone? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. Okay, so there is a separate AS for this, what I explained to you. Okay, so next lecture we will continue with the AS and I will complete also with the AS. Okay.